Welcome to a new Desigo room automation tutorial about ABT Site. In this tutorial, we will demonstrate how to engineer a building with ABT Site. For details of ABT Site, please refer to additional tutorials. Before you can start, make sure that ABT Site, including application library, is installed and licensed on your computer. In this example, we are going to engineer a building with 5 floors, containing 2 different room types on preloaded DXR2 room automation stations. We focus on the HVAC room functionality. We are going to engineer a floor with 2 room types. Office A is a big office with 2 presence detectors. Office B is a small office with 1 presence detector. We are going to engineer this room type, containing a 4-pipe fan coil, a fan, and 2 valves. The room is controlled by a room unit and 2 presence detectors. This building has 5 floors. Floor 1 to 4 contain 5 rooms of office type A and 7 rooms of office type B. We are going to configure this room configuration in ABT Site. The hardware selections are preloaded DXR2E10, 1 room unit QMX3P34, 2 presence detectors UP258D12. The fan and the 2 valves are connected on physical inputs. This room can be covered by a DXR2E10 room automation station with preloaded applications. The engineering can be done with ABT Site. These are the names and addresses of the automation stations. The basic workflow steps are: 1. Create a project and define project settings in ABT Site. 2. Define a room template for each room type. 3. Create rooms. First, we create a project and define the project settings. We open ABT Site. Then we add a new project. We give the project a name. Now we open the new project. Note, an ABT Site projects can also be created by other Siemens tools. The first thing to do after the project creation is the definition of the users and passwords. At least one administrator has to be defined. We define 3 profiles. We can verify the profiles for valid names and passwords. The validation of the passwords was successful. Find a message in the log window. Now we create a template for the office type A. We select a DXR2 automation station, which contains the necessary functionality. After we define the office type A, we are going to define office type B. We open Types in Library. We select type 11, as this one covers the fan coil unit functionality. On the right side you find all automation stations supporting the selected application type. We select DXR2E10, which is an IP controller. We now create a new template based on the selected application type. We can give the new template a name. Now we start with the configuration of the application template. First we select the onboard outputs. We start with the selection of the 3-stage fan. Then we select the cooling valve. Now we select the heating valve. Now we define the PL-link devices. We have one room unit. We select the QMX3P34 for HVAC operation. Now we select the two presence detectors. At this stage we defined all hardware. All necessary application functionality is automatically selected. We can add optional functionality if required. As an example, we could enable the trending of the room temperature. Now we are finished with the definition of the template. We check the tab, Templates in Project. We take this template as a base for Office Type B. We name the new template. We can remove the second presence detector, as this one is not needed in the small office. As you see, we have now two templates. Before we can create rooms, we have to define a building. Then we create the rooms based on the two templates we defined previously. We switch to the view, Building. We add a building. Now we can add 5 floors to the building. Now we add the rooms to the floor 1. You can select a template for the rooms to create. We need 5 rooms based on template, Office A. Five automation stations are added to floor 1. We need 7 rooms based on template, Office B. Now we switch to the Automation Station overview. In this view, you may directly edit the properties of the automation stations. Alternatively, you may use the Smart Copy and Smart Paste functionality for efficient editing of these properties. This function will be explained in a detailed tutorial. As we have finished with the editing, you now can save your changes. In the building view, you find the automation stations with the correct names and properties. You may switch between the views, automation station, and room. Now we can create different reports. In this tutorial, we have demonstrated how to engineer a building with 5 floors, containing 2 different room types. We have defined room templates for the room types. We have set up the building structure and added room automation stations including rooms. Finally, we have demonstrated how to create reports. For more details of ABT Site, please refer to additional tutorials. Thanks for watching Desigo Room Automation Trainings.